Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly Taroscope reading for July the 20th through to the 26th, 2015. My name is Tilly, and welcome to Tarot with Tilly. And thank you, truly, for all the support you give me each and every day. Now, let's get to the cards. Now, first of all, the last couple of weeks, I think we have been concentrating on finances and money and financing and money. So, I laid out the cards expecting to see pentacles all over the place, and that isn't the case. In fact, it's just the opposite. You're starting to move forward. There's new paths opening up to you, new adventures waiting to happen. So, I think you're getting a handle, okay? For those of you that have been struggling with finances and whatnot, I think there's still an imbalance here. Okay, we do have the Two of Pentacles here, and we'll get to it. But I think that, it was given to you for a lesson. It was for you to clean out your closet of what truly matters and what truly doesn't matter, what you really put your value on, what you don't put your value on. It made you get a little bit serious. Now, so I don't really see that as being the main picture anymore. So for those of you, and I got especially a lot of private emails on just that, and some of the struggles some of you Sagittarius have been going through. So, I wanted to let you know right from the get-go that yes, there is still an imbalance here when it comes to maybe finances, but that's the only card that really leads towards finances. The rest of it is new adventures and higher thinking and optimism. So a little bit more of the Sag energy coming back, and I know it was very grounded there the last couple of weeks, and very, I don't want to say mature in thinking, because it's not that Sag is immature in any way. They're just more open to adventure. They're more open to the big picture, and they don't think about the little stuff. And so many people look at a Sag and say, well, they should really maybe worry more about this thing or that thing. And that isn't the Sag energy. And if you really look to see, stress levels of different signs and whatnot, the Sag really has the least amount of stress, which really leads me to the first card, because the first card is the stress card. The Nine of Swords, the things that keep you up at night, the things that don't allow you to sleep. And the Sag has this big heart. And I just finished putting up the daily focus for the 20th. And this is the first time I'm really seeing this energy as being connected to a sign. And it's with the Two of Pentacles, which tells me that there's an imbalance somewhere here. So when I put those things together, I'm trying to make my train of thought so it actually makes sense to everybody. Your worries, your concerns that actually keep you up could be somebody else's worries and concerns that keeps you up. What you're doing for another person, what you're doing in another situation, how it benefits other people. Okay, so you really need to turn the focus a little bit more on you. Also, for you, you're worried about your money, you're worried about your finances, maybe you need to get things repaired, maybe you need to secure a loan. Those things can very easily keep us up at night wondering and playing out all kinds of scenarios. And usually when we allow our minds to play out these kinds of scenarios, they never turn out good, because we let the thought control the next thought instead of taking control of the thought and making it happen the way we want it to. So as an example, you're thinking of a conversation you had and it didn't go well, and you're playing it out in your mind, and if you allow it to play out in your mind, chances are the thought will end up as it's still not going well. So say stop in your head and make your next thought getting on a cruise ship and sailing off for some exotic place. And it may not play out like that, but it raises your energy. It lessens the tension. It may allow you to get a good night's sleep in. So don't let these little worries and concerns eat you up this week, okay? I can see where a lot of negativity can come in, and really by the rest of the cards here, it can be very positive. It can be very uplifting. It can be very, I mean, adventurous. So, but with that card as the very first card, you know, you might actually be taking on other people's problems, or you might be overplaying some problems, or you might be allowing the problems of yesterday and last week and last month to actually roll into this week. And I think this week you're starting to get a handle on things. So there might be closures, there might be solutions, but you need to really change your thought process in order to allow those closures and solutions to actually come into your way of thinking. So you really need to take control of those unconscious thoughts and bring them into the conscious this week. I think that's very important for you in order to really move forward. Okay, Six of Swords. Six of Swords and the King of Wands here together actually say it all. So maybe I should have just went to these cards instead of giving that whole blah, blah, blah. Six of Swords is you moving forward with your strength, knowing that there's going to be work involved, that you really have to get down and into the dirt and really, you know, grab a shovel and dig yourself in order for you to move forward in very positive and powerful ways. Okay, this could be travel. I mean, we have actually three cards here that kind of lean towards travel. So if anything, you might be planning a trip or a vacation, but this is definitely traveling. Now I'm going to say that it's moving forward on your path because it is a general reading, but with three travel cards, I would say that there's a lot of you out there that are looking for that sense of adventure, that are planning these small getaways, okay, escapes from reality, okay, and you should, okay, you definitely should. I don't care if you are really in a financial bind right now or something. I mean, I think that sometimes you need to run away and recharge your batteries and change the scenery in order to let the new thought processes to come in. We have the King of Wands here. Now this is higher thinking. This could be higher education. You might be looking at learning something new. This is a very optimistic card, raising your optimism and expanding your mind, expanding your thoughts, expanding your thoughts of the direction you want to go in. This is grabbing onto hope. This is grabbing onto faith. This is grabbing onto belief. I think I said to another sign this week, you know, it's one thing to believe in God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe, believing in yourself, but it's another thing to have faith in the timing of those things. Okay, so we may have a faith and a belief in God and ourselves and our angels and our spirit guides, but also to have a faith in the timing, to know that we're supposed to learn certain things on our path. And I think this is a beautiful week where things start to come together for you and you can start to find solutions and you can start to find answers and expand those opportunities. And I really do think that many of you, I mean, if you are not planning on getting away, and or maybe you can't get away, maybe your obligations and your responsibilities limits you in being able to get away, well then plan a day trip or a couple of hours. I mean, go to an old car show or go to a museum or an art gallery or a greenhouse or a walk in the park or going to the ocean or something to recharge your batteries, something to give you new scenery to look at, to open your mind and expand the possibilities of your tomorrow. We have the Three of Wands here, and this is a new path opening up for you. And this is a very beautiful, wondrous path. I mean, the path takes up the whole card, really. So where you feel that you're being limited, realize that there are paths opening up to you right now, that there is expansion and growth on the horizon. And if you are looking very negatively, because we have to go back to the first card all the time, and the Nine of Swords is a negative card in the fact that it's worry and concern and not getting the proper sleep because of the worry and the concern, the things that eat away at you, the responsibilities and the obligations and how you're going to meet them. And I think for many of you it's finances, but for some of you it could be somebody else's energy Okay, with the Two of Pentacles underneath, it could be an imbalance of where you are giving yourself and where you should be giving of yourself. But we'll get to that. Yeah, this is, but you have to see the potential of the new opportunities in front of you. Okay, if you get so entwined in the negative, then you're not going to be able to see the positive opportunities that are laying right in front of you. Okay, it's all about your perception. We have the Eight of Cups, which is another card about moving forward. Moving forward with your unique talents, your gifts, your passion, your creativity. And then we have the Page of Wands, is thinking of new opportunities, thinking outside the box, thinking about what could be if, and in a good way, in a positive way, in a very beautiful way going forward. Now the Two of Pentacles here. This is the only card that really leans towards finance. It talks about an imbalance, but those imbalances are good things, okay? Because you hold a pentacle in each hand, there's a ship coming in on each side. So this is where I think that if you give it the energy it deserves this week, allow that high thought to come in, allow yourself to tap into the wisdom of who you are, the creativity of who you are, be open to new ideas, new opportunities, new adventures, or plan an adventure yourself, that a balance will come into being. Solutions will happen. Ideas will spring up out of nowhere that will get you out of binds. You'll, if it's finances, then you'll figure out how to get that loan or how to pay off that bill. Now, with this card being at the end, I would think that maybe something towards next weekend or something might actually throw you for a loop. It might make you think that you were going forward, you thought you were going forward, everything was working out as planned, and then you kind of just got off balance again. If that's the case, just meditate, just pray. Think of the positive, okay? You know, this too shall pass. So always remember that. If you are in a good place, this too shall pass. Okay, so never take it for granted that because you're in a good place that it's going to stay a good place. We are always getting new challenges in our life so that we can grow, that we can experience, that we can expand our wisdom. But if you're in a not so great place, this too will pass. Okay, so this is looking at everything, understanding it for what it is, gaining a balance. So it might be that you think that you need to work in order to get everything accomplished, and you're taking energy away from maybe your home life or your spirituality or maybe just your own well-being. So it's kind of getting grounded. It's kind of looking at your whole life, not just parts of your life, not just segments, and putting it in a whole perspective and seeing where you are putting your time, where you are putting your energy, if you are getting value for that time, that energy, perhaps your money. And I think you will have, actually, you're moving forward. There's new paths opening up for you, so stay positive, control those unconscious negative feelings, negative thoughts, and turn them into very positive ones. And I think you are really moving forward into a very beautiful time. Be open to travel, be open to adventure, okay? And that there is ideas coming forward, okay? To tap into your inner wisdom, tap into your intuition, think outside the box. And I think that the pathway will just open right up for you for a brand new adventure going forward. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.